I know that some of you have explored scholarship and it's not working. I don't expect you to fold your arms and sit down and wait for scholarship to come. Maybe you applied for scholarship in 2019, it didn't go through. You applied in 2020, it didn't go through. You applied in 2021. 3 whole years have passed and your dreams are still standstill. So I expect that you will embrace this video, take advantage of it, explore the options I'm going to be highlighting in this video, and make use of the information I'm going to share. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Kuz. You're very welcome, and as a returning subscriber, you know how much I love you. Thank you so much for coming back. So on today's video, I'm going to be highlighting different ways, different options that you watching me right now or anybody interested in studying abroad can proceed to study abroad without necessarily applying or securing a scholarship. I know how scholarships are very competitive, and you know, so many videos I have made highlighting different scholarships, and these scholarships are very competitive. I am not unaware of the fact that you can do everything that I recommend on this channel for applying for scholarships and you still not be able to secure one, which is why I am bringing this video to you. You necessarily don't have to wait until you secure a scholarship before you can proceed on your study abroad dreams. I'm bringing this video to you so that you can explore other ways that you can fund your studies without necessarily having to wait so many years to secure a scholarship. Scholarships are very competitive, and not just competitive, fully funded scholarships are very stressful. Going through the application process, what it does to your mind, the anxiety that comes with it, the wait period, and all the challenges that comes with applying and securing a scholarship. Sometimes it could be fully funded, other times it could be partial. So the essence of this video is to let you know that you can study abroad without necessarily having to secure funding. I'm basically talking to the set of people that don't have their own money to fund themselves. Studying abroad, especially studying in the UK, is very expensive. Let's talk about the tuition fees. Tuition fees, like annually, for undergraduates is not less than £8,000 per year. For postgraduate, between £13,000 to £15,000. For affordable institutions, it can increase. It can get as high as £20,000, £25,000, £30,000 to £40,000 annually. Now, other than the tuition fees, your living expenses is also there. I've already made a video talking about your living expenses in the UK as an international student, which the most expensive one is usually the accommodation. If you select a university that is in London, just know that living expense in London for a month is between £1,200 and £1,500, and that is quite a lot for somebody who doesn't have maybe any lump sum or trust that's sitting and waiting for you, which is why this video is here. Meanwhile, if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, go ahead and subscribe. What are you even waiting for? Can't you see the glow that I brought for you guys? Can't you see? Meanwhile, guys, we now have a camera. I'm recording with my camera, and this is like the very first time I'm recording with a camera. I've been using my iPhone 11 to record before now. Today I said I want to try this camera because it's been in my bag for like 2 months now, and I've been so scared of using it. I don't really know a lot of functions, a lot of features, but I knew that if I don't start using it, I'm still going to postpone, make excuses, and before you know it, the money I spent on buying this camera will be gone. So I'm going to start using it. Bear with me, whatever quality you find, however the video comes out, as long as you can see me and you can hear me, please bear with me. And as we go on by the day, we keep learning and improving and, you know, producing better videos for you guys. So if you're yet to subscribe to this channel, please go ahead and click, because we are making investments. I'm making huge investments on this channel, so know that more beautiful and valuable content will be coming your way. So do what to subscribe, do what to share this channel to people you know that it will be of benefit to. Now let's get right into the video. The very first point I'm going to talk about is taking advantage of part funding. So usually, if you follow me on Instagram, I made a video listing universities that have internal funding, especially in the UK. A lot of universities offer their students part funding, bursaries, and grants, that you can take advantage of. Take for instance, I attended Queen Mary University of London, and my tuition was about 23,400 and something pounds. Now, if I apply to Queen Mary University as a self-funded student, without even asking, after being offered an admission, I will be getting emails, telling me about fundings that are available for me, as maybe as an African, maybe as a female, or maybe because of my course. What I know is that there would definitely be certain amount of funding that will be available to you. It could be 50% of your tuition, it could be 30% of your tuition, it could be up to £10,000, some are up to £5,000. And I know that there are other part funding available for students, especially in the UK, because I'm sharing based on my experience in the UK. I'm also going to diversify into US and Canada, because I know that I've been making content only for people who are interested in UK, and I know that some of you watching me may be interested in US or Australia or Canada, and I'm going to be bringing content tailored to those jurisdictions to you. Like I said, I'm going to use my example. So usually what I observe that in UK universities, what I observe they do is they would offer you like an incentive. If you pay your deposit before a deadline, you'll be offered up to like 5,000, even up to £10,000 off. Take advantage of that. So let's imagine you apply to a university whose tuition for the year is £14,000, and they are willing to offer you £10,000 off. Wouldn't you take advantage of that? All you need to do is raise £4,000 to balance your tuition, which you may not have to pay immediately. In fact, most schools have a payment plan for tuition, and mostly they are usually like 3 times. Maybe when you first pay your deposit, if your tuition is £14,000 and you are asked to pay a deposit of between £2,000 to £4,000 before resumption, maybe usually if you have like a September resumption, you may be asked to pay a deposit in May, June, July. Let's say you have been able to raise £4,000 or £3,000, depending on the amount of deposit. Some schools are £2,000 to pay for your tuition. Resumption is in September. After you pay for this deposit, maybe let's say you have paid £4,000 deposit before resumption. That is 4,000 gone, it's remaining 10,000. And let's say that this school offers to give you part funding for your tuition, let's say 80%, and they give you 8,000 or 10,000 pounds of your tuition. Do you see what is happening? Have you seen that you've been able to pay your tuition by just paying deposit of 4,000 pounds? You can now apply and take advantage of the tuition waiver or the part funding that the institution is providing. This part funding could come from maybe your field, your course. It could come from student grants, education grants for the university. It could even come from research grants, available for the university. So all I want you to do, listening to me right now, if you've already applied to institutions and you really want to attend those institutions, go to their website, check for their scholarship or funding page, and you will go through all the available fundings, fully funded, part funding, student grants that are available that you can take advantage of. Once you see the one that you can apply to, immediately apply. Follow the application before the deadline, and you can be able to sponsor yourself in the UK without having to get an external or fully funded scholarship. All you need to do is take care of your deposits, your visa fees, your health surcharge, and then you're covered. Let's get to the second point. So another option is to take advantage of student loans. Usually there are student loans for international students. What do I mean? For instance, there are UK corporations, there are international corporations that exist to provide loans for students to study abroad. So we have like student loans from the government, student loans from private banks, student loans from non-banking financial corporations. Okay, all you need to do is seek out these organizations, apply for these loans, and then these student loans is usually inclusive of both tuition fees and living expenses. So for instance, if I'm attending Queen Mary University and my tuition fee is £25,000 and my living expenses at the end of 1 year is £15,000, that's about £40,000. And if I seek out an organization, maybe a private bank or non-banking financial corporations, international corporations that give us student loans, all I need to do is apply for £40,000 student loan, and then when I am given this loan, of course there will be terms of repayment. The repayment terms could begin from 1 year after your studies or completion of your studies up until 5, 10, 20, even 30 years post-study. It depends on the organization, and you know that repayments of this loan will come with interest. So for instance, you really want to study abroad and you cannot secure scholarship, maybe based on your circumstances or how competitive scholarships are, and you know deep down that when I apply for this course and I finish, I will be able to take advantage of post-study opportunity, apply radically apply for jobs and get a job within 6 months after completing my studies, then you know that you will be able to pay up the student loan. If you are even lucky enough to secure a student loan from your country of origin, especially I know colleagues of mine who secured student loans from India, and they have jobs now and they've started repaying their loans. Student loans from government are relatively with lower interest rates than those of private banks. Private banks are also a bit better than non-banking financial corporations. So for you to get to that extent where you are going towards the non-banking financial corporation to get your student loan, knowing that their interest rates will be high, you have to know the kind of course you're studying, the country you're going to. For instance, you know that if you go to the UK to study any course in healthcare, you know that within 6 months or 1 year of finishing your studies, you will get a job. Like, that is certain, because UK is looking for a lot of healthcare professionals. They've even established a healthcare professional visa route. So that means that UK is looking for people in the health sector. So imagine you go to the UK, study a course in the health sector, you are sure that you will get a job and you can repay. So it will be better for you to take advantage of that student loan than sitting down in your country and waiting on scholarship that may never come. That you don't secure a scholarship does not mean you're not good enough. It only means that you're not able to secure it. It doesn't mean you're not good. You might still be very good and not be able to secure a scholarship. Does it mean that you should sit down there and wait and delay your dreams? It doesn't mean so. Take advantage of part funding or student loan as the case may be. Another option is to apply for a teaching or research assistantship. This is what I mean, especially for PhD candidates. Let me even use a real life case. I have a colleague who has also featured on this channel who is doing a PhD in accounting. After she has resumed studies, she was able to secure teaching assistant role. She is now teaching undergraduates. She is being paid for that job. It's a job, of course. She's being paid for it, and she can take out from there and be paying her fees. So for you to be safe, all I would advise you to do is, before you select a university that you want to study, or before you pay deposits, research. Maybe email the professors, email the academic advisors, email the department to know, are there opportunities for research assistantship? I need funding. I'm not able to fund my complete tuition. I need funding. Are there any available funding? Okay, if there are no available funding that I can take advantage of, are there teaching assistant role that I can apply and get? They will advise you accordingly. If they are used to making those vacancies available, creating those job opportunities for postgraduate students, especially masters and PhD, they will let you know. Universities abroad are also looking for students. They want you to come to their school and study, so they will also utilize every opportunity to help you to come. So be very open to asking them what funding opportunities are available. Be very open to asking them, do you usually take students as research assistants, as teaching assistants? I would like to apply so that I could use that as a way to fund my studies. Trust me, if it is available, you will be the first to know. But if you don't let them know that you need funding, how would they know? How would they know? You have to let them know that you need funding. You have to learn to communicate with the university from your country even before you arrive in the UK. Why am I saying this? I'm saying this because these things have deadlines. So if you don't let them know on time, by the time you arrive in the UK and now ask them, they'll tell you that for this year openings have closed. So please email your school, email your professors, email the academic department, the admissions team, welfare unit, finance team, whatever email you have. Once you go to the website, you would see relevant emails, relevant bodies that you should email, relevant department that you should email, depending on different options. You can take advantage of that. Ask them that you want, can I apply for research assistantship? I can research, I can be teaching undergrads while studying. The interesting part is these roles, they will pay you well. In fact, my colleague who is doing a teaching assistant role, they pay her up to £18 per hour, and if she works like 20 hours a week, that's some money. She can use that to offset her part tuition that she wasn't able to complete, or her living expenses. So please take advantage of this. So that's basically it, guys. I hope this video has been helpful. If it has been helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and let me know what you think about our new camera and the quality. Do you like it? I think the background is really bright, but bear with me, guys. I'm sorry, bear with me, but it's not that bad, Abby. That's it. I know that as you're listening to me, just calculate your steps and do what works for you. And trust me, I wish you the very best. I'm always rooting for you in this channel. If you have any questions, drop it in the comment section. And I'll catch you guys in my next video. Do well to watch other videos that will help you. Have a lot of videos on study abroad, postgraduate studies, scholarships. I have a whole lot of videos. Check them out before you leave. Subscribe before you leave. Share this video, share this channel to other people that it will help. And I'll catch you in my next video. Bye bye. Bye bye.